Aditi's group, that is also my group, you said that
Parents.
they should continue for 2 minutes more, and
Okay.
Vedanshi's group is left half because the last before last class they have
Okay,
completed half
I
the group.
remember, I remember. This girl only,
And
where that she was here at school and couldn't reach in time. है ना?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine, yes.
And sir,
And
two
what?
more groups are remaining
Two more
after
groups are
this.
there. So let us start with your group, है ना? Because I said I'll give 2 more minutes to you, right? So fine,
Yes, sir.
carry on with your discussion. Your 2 minutes will start after 30 seconds, and soon after your group finishes, Vedanshi's group will start, and then the remaining two groups. Okay? So, Shravani, in that way, we'll be done. कहाँ गई Shravani?
Yes, sir.
So, only after these two remaining groups, last two groups are left only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Chalo, take it over.
Sir, shall we begin?
Yes, yes, beta.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the show, The Voice of Youth. In the pre- in the previous segment, we have comprehended how caste system is an obstacle for students. Today, I want to invite Sohani for her views. Sohani? Perhaps she is having a network issue. Purvi, please continue.
Thank you, Aditi. So, as I talked in last show uh, that caste column should be removed from all documents, especially from school documents, because the difference or the bad consequences will not affect student or the child's mind, and child should not think that this girl or this boy is of lower caste, so I will not do friendship with him, so this should not happen. That's all. Thank
Purvi, do you think that caste is influencing the development of school children?
Sometimes it can, that I told that sometimes child can also think na ki this child is of lower caste, so no friendship, no that respect will also be not there between the children in the school. So later on it can be affect the development of school.
Vaishnavi, I want to invite your point of views now.
Thank you. Actually, as we all know that caste system of India has been regarded as a precious inheritance of our forefathers for the last many thousand years. Or caste system also helps in the cultural diffusion, Hindu religion or cultural heritage, which is vivid, unique, and the one whose past is never end.
So you believe that it is a very important part of a child because it helps him learning his culture.
Yeah, because caste system also means it helps in the cultural diffusion within groups, so that the trade secrets are passed from one generation to other generations.
Okay, so basically, we should, as citizens of India, we should expect a debate on no caste column for school children or in the school documents because now we have a solution for that, isn't it? So, Purvi, Suhani, Divya, Shravani, Vaishnavi, thank you so much for joining. Thank you.
Is that all?
Sir, that's it. Yes, sir.
Okay. Was there any jury appointed?
Yes, sir.
Who were the members?
Sir, I
Hmm.
and um, Disha and Purvi. And Purvi was in this group, so she can be. We were all.
Why don't the members tell themselves that I was the member? Why do I need Swastika to tell others' names? No one else is there. Okay. So only Swastika is there. Fine. For next discussion, the jury members will be Swastika and मुझे कौन दिख रहा है यहाँ पे? ठीक है, Aditi Soni, you will be one member for the next discussion. Varsha, yours discussion is over already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you will also be in the jury for next discussion. And there needs one more member. Ritu, is your discussion over?
Sir, my group is next.
Yours is left.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So Aditi हो गई, Swastika हो गई, Varsha हो गई. From boys, who has done well in the previous discussions? Is there anyone whom I forgot? Others can also help me remember somebody who has done well out of boys. Is there anyone? If not, then I'll have to go back to
Ronit,
Neha or
sir, sir,
Sir Harshit.
Yes, sir. Sir, Ronit's group was
Harshit.
good, sir.
Harshit Jain. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Harshit Jain, are you there? He is not.
Yes, sir.
Array, good. So Aditi
Sir, I'm
Soni, Swastika, Varsha, and Harshit Jain will be in the jury for next discussion. Chalo. So next discussion is the remaining discussion of Vedanshi's group. Vedanshi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then start.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Our discussion was going on the very interesting topic that news channels have positive impact on our society. The discussion was going on, and we get to know that Bhumi and Bhumi and Samriddhi, Bhumi and Kanishka was saying that the news channels have positive impact as they updated us, and Faiza and Samriddhi said that they don't have positive impact. So let's start our discussion, and I want to invite my friend Bhumi, and I want to invite my friend to Bhu- Bhumi to present her views on the topic. Bhumi.
Thank you very much, Vidanshi. I think news channels have positive impact on society as they present every news towards their audience with every perspective, and they dig in deep in every matter to present the truth. And they also investigate about every matter, so audience get to know what is truth, and and they make daily routine news interesting. So more and more audience will watch it, and they get to know what is happening in the world. So, and nowadays we know that news channels are available 24 by 7. So whenever we want to watch it, we can watch it. So yeah, it does have positive impact on society. That's it.
Thank you, Bhumi. Now I would like to invite my friend Kanishka to present her views.
I think news channels play a very important role in all our lives. We all watch news channels, right? And we get our daily updates and news around the globe. Few years ago, very less people are there who are really interested in watching news channels. But now the number have increased as news channels. They represent the information in a innovative way and interesting way. So many people are interested now in watching news channels, and It also gains their attention and helps in gaining knowledge.
Thank you, Kaniksha. Now I would like to invite my both of the friend Samriddhi and Faiza to make their points.
Thank you, Vedanshi. I just wanted to say that as Bhumi mentioned that it has a very positive impact on our society, and they used to make the news very interesting. So it's nothing but it's just they do it for the TRP that is creating unnecessary panic for people, and they exaggerate each and every project them as a breaking news. They didn't care about what is truth or what is not. They just want to get TRP and they just exaggerate every news. And there are some news channels who are paid news and manipulate people, and this phenomenon is rise at the time of election, and this is resulting of trust for news channels. So I really oppose that whatever Bhumi and Kanishka has said about it. I didn't agree with any of the things.
So, Faiza, you want to say that the news channels are not worrying about the news; they are only about their they are only
Yeah.
focusing on their TRP, right?
Yes. And I
Okay.
have a very good example. We all have
Now I
heard
would
about.
like to my friend Samriddhi to give the answer.
Vedanshi, thank you for letting me presenting my views. As
Yes,
Faiz
Faiza, you can speak now.
Samriddhi, continue.
As Pfizer said that to earn more money, many news channels are opting for paid news and are manipulating people. News channels often take up I would say news channels take the political parties have their news channels of their own, and that results in biased news to influence voters at the time of elections. News channels, many times, news channels take up the role of investigators at crime scenes. They explain everything in a minute detail, and this is influencing more people to know that how the process works when some crime happens. And that's why the news channels keep people updated about new ways of crime, which help criminals much more than they help common people. And many times that is there is some sort of clash between communities, news channels will telecast that all day. And I believe that it results in increasing hate among people and communities, and it affects our mental health. So I don't think there are many instances that it have news channels have positive impact on societies.
Thank you, Samriddhi. Bhumi, you would like to answer?
As we know that news channels present every matter towards society, and they explain they investigate and explain everything to audience, so they get to know what is truth. And as we know that debate is also take place in news channels, so both the parties, whatever is the news, get to put their point towards the audience.
Bhumi, I just wanted to give an example to everyone that we all are aware of the program that's called Sunsani, and we all know how they represent the news. If you wanted to sleep, do this, do that. The way they talk, they just do. All they do is they wanted to make people afraid of the society. They just show it very negatively. They just show tragic incidents, crimes, etc. They don't care about what is the message the people are getting. They just care about the TRP, and they just wanted lots and lots of people to watch their channel. Nothing but it's just they want to earn money on that, and there's nothing called social message or anything about that.
I would like to oppose that.
So, Faiza, you would means yes, Kanishka, you can speak.
It's not like they always present negative news. They present both positive and negative news. It's like we focus more on negative news, and it's and if you really want to watch only positive news, it can't be right. We have to watch both negative news, negative news is important to watch, as we should know what all bad things are happening around us, so it is important. It's not like they should always show positive news.
I would like to disagree with Kanishka. Like she said that news channels present both positive and negative news, but I think that they don't present the positive news as much as with the impact that they present negative news. I think they should keep the same energy while presenting positive news as they do with negative one.
And Samriddhi, we know that if a
Um,
case is going on in court and they already give their decision that this is the guilty and this is the person who is not guilty. You are not judiciary, you are just a news channel, and you give your opinion like this is the guilty and he performed the crime, he's the victim, he's that. So who are you? You are just a news channel whose responsibility is to show the news to the public. You are not any judiciary or police. Your work is to tell what's the truth and what's not.
I would like to ask a question here that can we not present a bad news in a good presenting way? Can we not do that? We can just what you would like to say that we can just stop presenting the bad news on the TV and news channels.
We are not saying that stop presenting the bad news. It's just the way they present. We don't have any problem with the bad news. It's just the way they present the bad news. They need to
Okay,
think
Faisal.
about the people's point of view, right?
Yes, as Pfizer said that the way they present, I think that the way they present creates unnecessary panic, and we all talk about it. Like, did you
Conclude
heard
it
that
now.
this happened? This happened. I believe that they should show it in a. They should make it in a positive way.
Okay, so from today's discussion, we get to know that the channels have both impact, but the presentation way, the impact goes on the depend on the presenting way of the audience. So, thank you.
Yes, jury. Starting with Swastika.
Yes, sir. So I think so. One at a time, I felt like the supporters of positive were dominated by negative because they were giving their points so fast and so strongly that they couldn't oppose them. And it was entertaining, of course. Also, Pfizer spoke very much. She spoke like limitlessly. I liked it, but everyone should get chance and
No, but she spoke
that's
nicely, isn't it?
yes,
She had strong points, good points to make.
yes, sir, that's the thing I was saying that
She
she
was
had
dominating
strong
the
points.
discussion, but
Yes,
points were
sir.
all strong, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm. Yes, after Swastika, I would like to talk to who was Aditi Soni.
Sir, I felt like those who were supporting it were speaking the same sentences with different words, but the basis was same, and also they were defending themselves and not attacking their opponents. They were only defending what they are saying.
They should have adopted offensive approach also because it is a debate.
Yes,
Every
sir.
time you are responding, every time you are trying to answer what has been asked by the opponent, then you cannot make your point strongly. This is what you're trying to say. So those who were speaking for the motion or for the issue were actually not very strongly coming out with their points, or we can rather say that they did not have very strong points to support their argument. So content wise, you felt that they were little weaker than the ones who were opposing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Acha, if I ask you, who would you rate on top for fluency?
Sir Samriddhi.
Okay. Swastika? for fluency?
Sir, Pfizer.
Hmm?
Yes, sir, Pfizer.
Okay,
Sir, Pfizer.
fine. Acha, who is the next jury member? Harshit
Sir,
Jain.
I.
Harshit and Varsha. Okay. Harshit, what
Sir,
is
your
your
discussion is
opinion?
very good.
Whose pronunciation was most appropriate in the group?
Sir, Faiza.
Faiza's pronunciation. Okay.
Sir.
Do other jury members agree with Harshit?
I think Samriddhi.
Okay. Aditi?
Faiza. Sir, Faiza.
Varsha says Faiza. Harshit says Faiza. Swastika says it was Samriddhi. Okay. Because opinion about content has been put by Swastika and Aditi already. Once again, I would like to ask Harshit, who according to you had most relevant content?
Sir, according to me, sir, Samriddhi and Faiza has relevant.
Okay. Varsha, do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Acha, whose expressions did you like most, Varsha?
Faiza.
Aditi and Swastika, do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Swastika. And Harshit?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So after having discussed with the jury, we come to a conclusion that the discussion was very nice. It could have been little better if the ones who were speaking for the issue would have prepared a little better or would have been more expressive or more offensive, as Aditi said. But one of my daughters called Faiza, she was very well speaking. She was speaking very nicely. It was impressive. And she had good points to make, isn't it? Okay. So when I will form another panel for discussion, I will definitely, because there are many who are good debaters and good ones who can speak, who can put their points. So Faiza will be one of those. When I make a panel from the entire class, later on I will form a panel. Okay. Fine. But I would have liked it more if everybody was in school uniform. Yes, I know there may be somebody who is out of station and not able to put on uniform. It's okay. I can understand. But it looks very good if everybody is in school uniform. Okay. Chalo. Shravani, whose is the next group now?
Sir, Neha's.
Neha's group.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Neha.
Sir,
Introduce
our
your
team,
group.
sir, our team members are Barbie, Ritu, Nishant, Garvit, Disha, and me.
Neha, Barbie, Ritu, Nishant,
Disha.
Disha, Garvit.
Yes, sir, and me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Can we begin, sir?
Yes.
Good afternoon to everyone. Hello and welcome to the debate show. Today Barbie, is here with a new topic to be discussed. So, the topic for the debate is, should students be allowed to take gadgets with them to school? Gadgets like headphone, earphone, laptop, PC, and mobile phone. We all know during this pandemic, this all gadgets helped a lot. These gadgets all were not only helpful for the elders who work, but also to the students as they were connected to their school by using these gadgets and technology. So, should these gadgets help still be continued or allowed to school also? Viewers, let's see what our participants have to say. But let me introduce to our 5 participants for today's debate. So, the participants are, first, I will call upon Ritu. Hello, Ritu. Please tell us about your opinion about this topic.
Actually, if you ask for my perspective, then I will say that the students should be allowed to use gadgets in school, because imagining today's world without gadgets is fully like impossible. And today, mostly the people are like, if they don't know anything or if they are unfamiliar with anything, they will just search it on Google or another browser, and the results are on the screen within few seconds. So the allowing these students to use gadgets in the school will enhance their learning process.
Thank you, Ritu. Now, I'll next call upon Neha. Please tell us about your thoughts.
Thank you, Barbie. Let's see. Today we are in this 21st century. We all know how technology is advancing day by day. It is such an important part of our life, and gadgets are definitely inevitable part. So think of students. We are now, due to this pandemic, we all are online. Without the gadgets, without the technology, it is totally impossible for us to be able to communicate all these things. So gadgets are important for students too, not only for the adults who are working like businessmen or all, but for us. And so schools should allow students to take gadgets to school, because gadgets are not only for educational purpose, but there are a whole lot of advantages that we get from gadgets nowadays, from tablets and laptops and all other things. And also it is good for like the environment. We see how much paper is wasted every year. We make so many projects and all, and then all these things are thrown away, like it's just a waste. But if you make those same things in a software or in soft copy form, they can be saved for later purpose also, or if we don't need, we can just delete them. But wasting paper is definitely not good for our environment. So I think students should be allowed to take gadgets to school, because we are upgrading, so we should upgrade with the century also, no? That's why.
Thank you. Now, I call upon Nishant. Hello, Nishant. Please tell us about your thoughts on this.
Hello, Bobby. Thank you for lending me the opportunity to speak. I totally disagree with this topic, as electronic devices are good in some ways, but it's not made to take to our schools, because it reduces social interaction between children, as most of them will be busy in making friends on social media rather than talking in real life. And when their minds will only concentrate on the new features on the gadgets, which to introduce new features to their friends, even when they are solving questions or reading, or when teacher is explaining something. And the gadgets will definitely reduce the thinking capacity, because they will grow dependent on this gadget, as every student is dependent on Google. So they will be dependent on Google. They will not search that ability. They will not use their own ability to think on particular topic or any other topic which teacher is explaining to them. Uh, and this can also cause discrimination, because there are the children in a particular class belong from different family backgrounds, such as some can afford good gadgets, some cannot afford. So it will cause discrimination, that that particular person, he or she cannot afford this, so she is not a good person, or that. So this can happen a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishant. Now, I have Disha. Disha, please tell us your opinion on it.
Thank you, Barbie. I totally disagree that we should not take gadgets to the school, because it may create destruction between both teachers as well as students. We all know that we are not that much concentrated. We might search, we might browse something irrelevant things which is not good for us. I totally agree with Nishan that we won't do hard work, and we will just see all the things in Google. As Neha said that we should not waste papers, but if we do everything on laptop, tablet, etc., it might affect our eyesight. And I think health is should be on the first priority. So I think gadgets should not be allowed to the school. Thank you.
Thank you, Disha. Now, I have Garvit. Garvit, what are your thoughts on this?
According to me, allowing gadgets in the school will be equivalent to giving an open invitation to distraction, as all the students will be busy in their own,
Just
and
now,
no
when
one.
Disha was saying about eyesight, na, I was putting eye drops in my eyes.
And no one will listen to the teacher, and it will distract their whole studies. They will trust their gadgets more than their teachers. It will make the thinking skill of a student dull and hampered, as they will totally depend on those gadgets rather than utilizing their own abilities for doing their homework and all the extra studies. It will also reduce the social interaction among the children. They will be busy on making friends on Facebook or social media platform rather than making friends in their real life. And this will lead a student boasting more about their status by showing off their gadgets. It will make student more materialistic.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all the participants for sharing their thoughts. On hearing my participant, I get to know that Neha and Ritu are in the favor of this topic, and Disha, Nishan, and Garvit are in against of this topic. So I now request all my participants to begin this debate. But participants, please remember to make to come out with your points one by one. Do not interrupt one another so that our viewers can understand your points clearly. Participants, please.
So first, I would like to say, as Disha said, that eyesight. Nowadays, anti-glare glasses are available. UV glasses. I am wearing one. So what is the problem with that? And you said paper. Think about our environment. If global warming is increasing day by day, what will happen to our after 10 years? You see the temperature increasing so much, and you still want to waste more papers making those projects and all, and notebooks. When we look at our tables, there are piles of notebooks of every subject, 7 8 notebooks, and so many things. How much paper is wasted? We can simply note down the same things in the laptop or anything, and now it is so much convenient. We don't even need to type them. We can just speak them, and it will get automatically typed. So can you answer this question? What you will do about the global warming if we just care about our eyes? The medical field is advancing equally, so there is no need to think about our eyes. Using everything carefully is fine.
I agree with the point that there are UV glasses and there we can protect our eyes. But what will you say in class if teacher is saying something and that child is playing game on hers or her mobile and searching something irrelevant? Is teacher going to see each and every student what they are doing? Teacher will teach us, and he is not going to look at each and every child that what he or she is searching on his gadget. So what will you do in the class?
For this, measures are there. Everything has two sides. So definitely, if you are taking gadgets to school, like when during the class, students can submit their mobile phones to the teachers. Or nowadays there are so many apps that are available, so which actually blocks these sites which are not like for the underage or for like adult content, whatever that is. There are apps, so you can download those apps and stop it. And most importantly, you can submit your mobile phones when the teacher is teaching. You don't have to take a whole lot of gadgets. And the most important thing is gadgets are not the only way children get distracted. The children who wants to study will study anyhow. It doesn't matter they have a gadget or not. And those who don't want to study, even without gadgets, they won't study. They will be doodling over their notebooks and like passing chits and doing whatever they want to do, but they won't study. So gadgets are not a problem of distraction.
So then what is the use of going to school if we can learn or we can see, we can type everything in the laptop or tablet? We can just see a video of what the chapter we want to study, and that's all. So what is the use of going to school then? We can just see everything in internet.
And then I have to add some point that Neha, if apps are created for this, then that apps can be uninstalled again, because nowadays children are so smart that they don't want such kind of apps in their phone or any tablet or such things. They just want games. So according to this generation is more towards playing games, or they are not focused or as they were in previous time about studies. So I disagree that point that apps will help children in this.
So let me
If
make it.
you
Ritu, you can go first.
if you say about apps, it's not necessary that the school uses apps. In many countries or regions, some particular contents are blocked. So the school can also use that method, block that particular underage content or adult content, so that students must not visit that site.
Ritu, even that underage contents are blocked. Children are so smart that they can befool everyone. I have seen many people in our surrounding, in our society, that they just befool everyone. They watch such kind of contents in their mobile or tablet phones.
So I already gave a suggestion to this. During when the teacher is teaching us, keep the mobile phones with the teacher or in your lockers so that you don't get distracted. And the question that Disha asked, what's the purpose of going to school? You think of it. Why we go to school? When you watch a video in a YouTube to learn something, does you can interact with it, or does your doubts get cleared through the video, or you can ask the person inside the video that I didn't understand. You can't do that. In school we go for that social interaction also. The teachers help us to understand, and using gadgets is for getting additional information. Even if we don't take gadgets, we used to do that in home. So it is better if we take the gadgets at school. When we are given homeworks, we always like we don't do it ourselves. We all know that. We come home, search it in the Google, do it, and just submit it. So it's the same way. So it is better if we take them and do it under the supervision of the teacher, so that we can also get the relevant things.
As you
Neha,
said
do you
that there are many apps also like Byju's. We can that in which you can communicate with teacher and they can clear your doubt. And for you said homework, we usually see everything on internet. So homework is for home, not for school. So we can just come and do whatever we want to do at home. So it's not necessary to take gadgets to school.
Neha, do you think so that every child will submit their gadgets to the teacher?
If a rule is made, then everyone must follow it. Like how we are made to wear iCards every day, and if we don't wear, how we have to get punished. So think about it. If someone is not submitting, they will get punished too. And for like the Disha said about those Byju's and all, okay, those are like the coaching apps, and those children take part in them. They don't actually come to school. They go to dummy school where nothing is going to be taught there. So that's not part of it. Using gadgets in school is to enhance your way of learning, to get your doubts cleared to the teachers, and to get the information relevant to it at that time when like you can actually ask your teacher. They will help you with everything. And it is also important to learn about those technologies. Like we are learning computer science. So in computer science, we learn about these gadgets and all. If we are taking these gadgets, it will be much more easier to learn than other like doing in many
Bharti, conclude
schools.
it now.
We have to
What
stop
happened?
now. No, you said something.
Acha, she couldn't hear. I said conclude the discussion now. We are running out of time.
Okay, sir. So, participants, as we are all as we have little time, so I like to bind up. But let me ask you the last question. Should should the students be allowed to gadgets to school also? Take their gadgets to school also? On hearing all of your co-participants, what is your opinion now? First, Ritu.
My opinion didn't change because there can be some rules applied in the school, so that students must uh, use the gadgets in a wrong way, and enabling the students to use the gadgets may enhance their way to learn, and that's all.
So you are on the favor. Yes, gadgets should be allowed.
Yeah.
So I will now ask Nishan.
Bobby, for me, it's a big no because, as Neha said, children can interact with students for clearing that doubt. But back of the mind, children can also think that I am having a tablet, I am having internet facilities, so I will go
I
home
can do
and study
anything.
back. I will not study in school. I will just play here and there, and I'll go home and at home he will also think that I'll go into school and I'll then study. So this cycle will continue and
Continue.
study will be zero. So it's a big no from me.
Neha, what about
Nishan,
you?
first thing, I still agree on this point, but I want to clear something. I said teach students will ask teachers, not other children's. And as for study, I already said those who want to study will study anyhow, and those who don't want, they will never in their life study. Even if you give, like, even if you take all their gadgets, they will find new ways not to study, new other excuses and reasons. But who actually wants to study will study anyway. So I think gadgets should be allowed with proper rules and policies so that there won't be any misuse of them and their advantages can be taken properly.
Okay. Now, Garvit, what about you?
I think so that the gadgets are not allowed to the school. And there is a rule now in every school that the gadgets will not be allowed. But students are bringing those gadgets and misusing them. Then what is the trust to the student that they will not submit any every gadget to the teacher? They can bring those gadgets to the classroom also.
Okay. Now, Tisha?
I totally agree with Garvit what he just said. And before that, Neha said that students can submit their mobile phones or any gadgets to teacher. But think now also there is a rule in our school not to bring mobile phone or etc. any gadgets. But still, students are bringing them. They are just putting them in chains of their bags and many other ways.
नाम बता
So there are maybe
बोल
many ways.
बोल
So I'll still stick to my point that gadgets should not be allowed to school. Thank you.
So, viewers, this debate ended in the against. That is, the gadget. The students should not be allowed to take gadgets to school. So, I now bind up this debate. Thank you for watching. Thank you.
Varsha.
Sir, it's good. It's very interesting debate, but I think they're somehow distracted from the topic that mm, would gadgets be allowed to school or not. They more speak on what they will do when they bring gadgets. That what site will they open? Means they do not speak on. Sir, it's good.
It's good, not very good. You are trying to say so.
No, sir, it's good.
Okay. अच्छा ठीक है. Harshit.
Sir, their discussion is very good, and sir, Anchor holds the whole discussion very well, and their discussion is well maintained, and both the sides talk about the discussions very relevant, and both sides have strong points. So I think their discussion is equivalent.
It was well balanced. Okay. Swastika.
Yes, sir. So it was nice entertainment for 15 minutes. I enjoyed. I liked Barbie's enjoyment and fun-loving anchoring. Everyone had their points very strong and they researched well on their topics. I liked it.
Aditi.
Sir, I have to say one thing that the topic they chose was wider than what they said. I think they limit the topic, and or they we can say that they bounded the topic and they were revolving around it. I think although it is so much more than that, they stuck into one thing only. They stuck at only one place.
Okay. Out of whatever they have done, who according to you was most relevant with the content?
Sir, I think Neha.
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 Harshit?
Neha and Nishan. And Nishan.
Neha and Nishan. And they fought most. Neha and
Yes,
Nishant,
sir.
है ना? Okay. Pronunciation wise, almost everyone was okay. Not okay. Very good. Agreed, Churi? Or do
Yes,
you
sir.
want to make a point about pronunciation of somebody?
No, sir, everyone was very good at pronunciation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Varsha?
Yes, sir, everyone is okay.
Harshit?
Sir, everyone has good
Aditi?
pronunciation.
Yes, everyone spoke well.
Or do you want to say Garvit was riding in the last bogie of the train?
Sir, he grabbed very few places to speak. Means everyone was speaking. He was lagging the
That's what I'm asking.
part.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did he get his reservation in the last bogie?
Yes, sir. Sir, his starting was very good. Like I liked his point that he made, but in between he was lost somewhere. He couldn't
Okay,
speak much.
fine. Uh, what is left? Expression, expression. Who was most expressive according to you?
Definitely
Barbie.
Barbie. Definitely. I was so enjoying. I was very. She was very good.
She is still enjoying. Varsha,
Yes, sir.
who was
Barbie.
most expressive?
Barbie.
Barbie. Harshit, Aditi,
Sir, Barbie.
Barbie.
and fluent.
Sir, Neha.
Neha.
Okay. There are two, three things. We are running short, not short, we have already exceeded. Let me wind up quickly. What I liked most about this, it was very entertaining. And as Aditi said, there could have been little more than what you have included. But fine. What I liked from the anchor side was at last she gave a chance or an opportunity to every speaker, to the entire panel, to switch their opinion after listening to others. That was a very good thing because it is a panel discussion. You are not the representative of a political party where you cannot change your opinion. You're not forced to stick on one thing only. You can switch, and the anchor has provided that opportunity to everybody. Nobody did, nobody changed, but yes, the opportunity was always there, and somebody should have done that. Okay. Now, second thing, Neha has countered her own points at 2 3 places. If gadgets are to be deposited with teachers, why are you carrying it to school? If it has to be deposited with teachers, what will you do with that gadget? You said it will be deposited to teachers because they'll be misusing it while teaching is going on. If they are being misused in presence of teacher, then in the absence of teacher, why do you think that it should be kept with students? Nishant, agreed?
Yes, sir.
She says deposit
Hmm.
it with teacher when teacher is teaching in the class.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And in absence of teacher, what will children do then?
Yes, sir.
ठीक. One more thing she said, paper. She wanted to reduce the usage of paper. And if it is deposited with teacher, what will you do? Where will you note down? You will definitely use paper then. So if it has to be deposited, don't carry. Carry if you are freely allowed to use it. So don't make that kind of rules, Neha. Acha, tell me one more thing. The last thing. My father gave me a Redmi or a Xiaomi. My friend's father bought some Samsung Note, some sort of such thing for him. My another friend's father gave him an iPhone. Somebody is having an iPad. Are you getting it? Will there not be a competition, comparison, inferiority if gadgets are allowed? Why do we have uniform in the school? There is no social differentiation, discrimination based on how prosperous you are, because that develops an inferiority among some students. If my father gets me an iPhone, what will I do in the school? Won't I try to dominate, show myself superior? So is there a fear of this thing, Nishant? Ritu?
So there can be one solution that the school must
Declare
ask
that
students to
Select a
pass.
particular model for it, sir.
Yeah.
Select a particular model that children should use such device only.
Then all the parents will say that school must be getting commission from that brand only. That's why they are forcing us to get this. We are capable of buying something else and we'll buy that only. Okay, I don't want to participate in your discussion. I'm not trying to put my views or my ideas. Your discussion was very good. I liked it. I'm just asking a question. We'll continue with this kind of ideas later on. Let us stop it here.
This point,
Hi, Ram, beta.
Sairam sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sairam sir, thank